anyway, moving on to like the major topic here. It's in relation to Elon Musk, because Elon brought up some points on Joe Rogan relating to this. That was the video you're going to play. Because he was very vocal, obviously, as we know. Just to give a bit of a recap, he fell out with Trump over the big beautiful bill, because his concern is of the national debt, and he's saying that basically it's worse than what people can even imagine, and it's just going to be terrible for the future generations, and he can never repay it, and that's why he doesn't like the big beautiful bill, because there's nothing in there in terms of regulating it. And so he fell out with Trump. And then he posted, obviously, the infamous meme saying that, well, the reason you're not going to get anything out of the Epstein files, which was kind of like almost predictive in some ways, right? He said the reason you're not going to get anything out of the Epstein files is because Trump's on them. Then he deleted it. But he's actually been very provocative about this recently. So anyway, this is very interesting, where he says, Elon Musk, whenever they raided Epstein's place, there would have been like a mountain of evidence. Where's the mountain? The public will be rightfully frustrated if no one's prosecuted. This was in his previous appearance on Joe Rogan.
But yeah, I think the public will be rightly frustrated if no one is prosecuted for the Epstein client list. No one at all.
And no one will.
Which, no one. Like at least, I don't know, the top 5 or something, like some number. There should at least be an attempted prosecution of the worst offenders.
Well, particularly if Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail for sex trafficking.
Yes.
Because trafficking
that means sex trafficking occurred.
Right. So she's in jail for it.
Yes.
So
stop it right there. I have a question for you, Reg. If you've got trafficking.
Yeah.
If you're in jail, okay, whatever, even if you're not in jail. If you're trafficking, because sex trafficking equals to human trafficking. Let's just be honest, okay? You're right. What are you doing with those people? You're trafficking them to clients, correct? Like what are you doing? You're just moving people. You're moving people from one place illegally to another, right? For whose interest? Okay, so then there's got to be clients, correct? Right? So if there's clients, then logic, hold on a second. Got to put this on, just to make sure. If there's clients, then you'd have to expect there's a client list, correct? There's got to be a client list.
Yeah.
But there isn't a client list. So then that means trafficking didn't happen.
It's more
but then why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Interesting.
And why are intelligence agencies covering this up? Like, whose ass are they covering?
If you ask my opinion, the biggest trafficking organization, I won't mention who it is, but it's an ABC agency. And we know that. But we won't go into that too deeply. Maybe save it for another stream.
Clients.
Yeah.
No,
you can show.
Yeah, how do you put someone in jail and you don't even name the client?
Anyway,
that's how.
You just emphasize the point.
Yeah,
and so we can show some tweets that Musk has recently put out in relation to this, because he's been also kind of upset. Well, I don't know if he's been upset, but he's basically, reiterating the kind of like meme type post. What's the time? Because he's basically reflecting the frustration and anger of the people who believed that we would see some change, going in, as we already showed.
Yeah.
So, and also what is of significance with all of this is obviously out of the outcome of this feud, and also with the outcome, this is one of my favorites. We will release the Epstein list. We just need more time. Yeah. The Epstein list is on my desk. There is no Epstein. It's like magic. It's just magic. It just poof. this is the final straw, he says there, you see. What's interesting out of all of this is obviously because out of the feud and everything, he's become frustrated, like most people are, with the uniparty, two-party system, the whole political system in the States. And so his thing is that he announced that he wanted to set up a third party, an America party. And this was in July. He announced the formation of a new political party, prompting significant backlash and market reactions from Wedbush securities analyst Dan Ives, who was a longtime Tesla bull, who criticized Musk's political involvement, urging Tesla's board to establish oversight and limit Musk's time on political activities, citing a nearly 7% drop in Tesla's stock price, erasing $68 billion in market value. And so we can show a bit of what I've said. It's further down in the docket here. Musk sharply rebuffed Ives on X, telling him to shut up. However, we also have an interesting development too, because meanwhile, Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO, has declared himself also politically homeless and expressed support for which we're going to discuss, you and me, in a bit, like as a.
How are you feeling about the battle for talent with Mark Zuckerberg?
I don't know. Let's play the Ives clip. That one, yeah, the first one. He's expressed support for a form of techno-capitalism, and he is aligning with Musk's discontent with the two-party system. But we'll discuss that further after we play the clip. So this is Dan Ives here.
This from CNBC.
Welcome back. Tesla shares are on the rebound today after that 7% drop yesterday. Company losing upwards about $70 billion in valuation after Musk announced he's launching the America Party. And that has got one of Wall Street's biggest Tesla bulls on edge. I think that's fair to say. He says it's time for the board to step in and set some ground rules for Musk when it comes to his political ambitions. Wedbush's Dan Ives is the man in question. He joins us now to break it all down. Did you see what Musk tweeted? I'm sure you did. In response to this, he said, "Shut up, Dan." Now, the best part about this is the first thing you suggest here. It clears a path for a merger with Musk's other company, XAI. Obviously, then some guardrails, oversight on political endeavors. Just elaborate a little bit on why you think it's all necessary.
Look, I mean, this soap opera, I think it's taken on a life of its own. And I think that, look, the board's the only one that could step in to set guardrails. So our whole view is hearing from shareholders the last, 48 hours, patience is wearing thin. There's exhaustion. I think when you look at the three things, I mean, one, we talk about giving 25% voting control. And I think that's important because that would clear the path.
What does he have right now?
So if you look 14%, 15%, but 25% is very important because that would essentially get him to what I ultimately view as a merger with XAI. And I think that's something a lot of investors want to see.
Why is that so important that he can merge with XAI? It sounds like another distraction practically.
Sure. And maybe at first glance, but I think the reality is that would create an AI stalwart. And I think the whole thing here from Musk is to have all of his AI ecosystem under one hood.
To help Tesla specifically, or just, because what I'm trying to understand is XAI important to Tesla having robotaxi dominance, or would you just prefer that Tesla is the company that owns the AI ambitions of any
So
kind?
at the end of the day, it's only about money, right? So, like the stocks. And some Altman one is interesting too.
She did raise a good question, though. Like, is he investing in AI for Tesla or for SpaceX or for anything else? To be honest, I think he's just after the money.
How are you feeling about the battle for talent with Mark Zuckerberg and Meta? Fine. And higher in this market?
I think we have obviously we have an incredibly talented team, and I think they really love what they're doing. Obviously, some people will go to different places. There's a lot of excitement, I guess we could say, in the industry, but no, I think we're still fine.
Talk to us about AI regulation. The new Trump bill enables all 50 states to regulate individually. What does that mean for you and other technologies?
I assume we'll figure it out as we go. I don't think anyone knows how this is going to go. One thing I've learned about how regulation works is I have no idea, and neither do any of the supposed experts, but we'll figure it out. What type of AI regulation would you advocate for that would also be fair and competition? Personally, I think something at the federal level focused on the sort of extreme leading edge of capabilities in a way that makes it easy for smaller companies to do whatever they want to do, but can sort of keep a check on the biggest safety risks. That seems sensible to me, but again, we're not the regulators here. And how's the relationship with the Trump administration, and what kind of talks have you been having with them? Good. I think they really care about AI infrastructure and building that out and seeing the U.S. succeed here. So it's good. Mark Zuckerberg started poaching some of your talent? I have not, but I'm sure I'll see him this week. I'm looking forward to retain your talent. Having a great mission and really talented people, and trying to build a great research lab and a great company too. You made some comments about feeling politically homeless. How do you feel about Elon Musk starting a new political party, and what is your statement? I don't know. I haven't had a chance to read about it. It's like the America Party or something. What does it mean that you said you feel politically homeless? Oh, I was a Democrat for a long time, and now I don't generally feel represented by the sort of mainstream Democrats anymore. Why is that? I think I said it kind of as clearly as I could. Like, I am a believer in technology and science and economic growth, and sort of, I think that I'm all for like offering great services, and I'm all for figuring out ways to make capitalism super inclusive. But I think part of the thing has got to be like, we drive the country towards very significant economic growth, and I think we should lead the world in that.
There you go.
And I would love a party that.
Yeah.
There you go. And I guess this beggars the question, should Elon get more involved, Edge, in politics, you think? Does he stand a chance? If so, would him starting a third party or alternative party truly affect the system that currently stands there? What are your thoughts?
What was the name? What was
it's
the
called
name
the
of the party? America
Party.
First?
No. That's the America First is the Nick Fuentes thing. No.
Oh, yeah.
There are some of his acolytes or his fanboys. I'm talking about Nick Fuentes, who are trying to now like piggyback on this, like, oh, Elon's our boy. Oh, they always do this. But no, he just called it the America Party. I think he's calling it the America Party because he's talking about an all-inclusive thing that just represents the United States of America.